So welcome everybody, and thank you so much for joining. I know it's the holidays coming up. A lot of people are in, sleepy town mode, but the fact that you showed up truly shows that you're committed to your vision. Whether you know entirely what your vision is or not, you showed up for a reason, and that's awesome. And it's not something to be taken for granted. It's really powerful that you showed up. That is step one in success. Oh, Elliot has a twin. There's two Elliots. That's cool. And so tonight, I'm really excited about the topic, and actually plan to share things that I might not have ever talked about or shared in a group setting, maybe one-on-one with people. And the whole theme will be about belief, and we're going to kind of dive into a few different elements and interact with you guys. And I'm just excited to see where this goes. Honestly, I'm a little bit nervous about it, just because the epiphany I had today was that there's a lot I haven't been sharing with everyone about how I view this business and how I lead this business, how we do anything in our life. And Erin has some really great topics. So I want to... Yeah, see, and this is like so big for me that I'm trying to even think of where to start. But I want to talk about belief, and we're not going to talk about belief in network marketing or belief in Isogenics, because we can give you resources for that. And I'm guessing you showed up because you believe in Isogenics. So we don't really need to go into belief about Isogenics. And network marketing, we can give you some tools to learn about network marketing so you feel rock solid about that. But tonight mostly is going to focus on belief in yourself. Belief in yourself and what you believe you're capable of in this business. Are you guys cool with that topic? Okay.
And do you have pen and paper ready to go? Because you're going to need it.
All right, awesome. Yep, grab a little bit. So I first want to have everyone write down, and then I'm going to have a few people share. If you just let yourself really dream right now, just really let yourself dream all out, close your eyes for a minute, ending this year, going into 2017, if you could create anything with Isogenics, with this opportunity, what would it be? So we're going to give you a minute, and like I said, let yourself go bigger than you even normally would. Really think about what you would love to create with this. So I'll just pause for a minute. And it's going to be great because it's going to be different for everyone. Some people think in monetary terms. Some people think in terms of impact people, and it's all good. And so let's hear from a few people. You can scale your dreams in whatever measure you want to say. So I'd love for 3-4 people to share what that would be for you. Michael.
Yes.
What's up, guys? Wow, I was just smiling my face off just thinking about it. I would live and work from anywhere, and I would travel across the country. I wouldn't really have a home. I would live in different places for maybe 3 to 4 months. And my purpose would be to share with people how to live life with ease and have fun. How to be successful, but not have to sacrifice your life to be successful.
Yeah, I love that so much. Ease, so juicy. I could just put ease on a pie and eat it.
Easy pie.
All right, who else? Let's hear your dreams.
I'll go. Can you guys hear me?
I'm trying to look at who is trying to talk. Oh, Myra, yes, let's hear you.
All right, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So I would have to say, kind of as a big blanket item, of course, financial freedom. But I think I had a few things under that would really stand out for me. And that would just be the opportunity to live debt-free, showing my son a new way. I want my son to grow up knowing all his possibilities. not just certain limited ones. And just being able to have that dream home and being able to travel all the time. And I think that would be fantastic for me and my family to be able to do that whenever we want.
I love that. A new way for your son. That is freaking awesome. I love that. And do you know what financial freedom means to you? Do you know what that number is for you?
To an extent, yes. But
Okay.
I think there's more dreaming to be done, you know?
Oh, that's so great. I mean, the fact that you're clear on your experience is great, and then you just connect with Lisa to figure the numbers out.
So, and I would definitely take some time to get clear on that too, what that specific is for you. The more clarity we have, guys, I'm going to go into why. I'm going to read you this really cool section about quantum physics. Don't worry, you won't fall asleep. But about how clarity is really, really critical as we're creating. Love that, Myra. Love that, what you see for your family. Let's hear two more.
All right, I'll go.
Cool.
For me, it's just living, it's being able to take advantage of everything that's offered to me out here, as far as, you know, there's a ton of conferences and events to just supplement what I'm doing in school. So being able to dive into all of that and the trips that are also offered, but more than that is like not to have to take a single penny from financial aid anymore.
Awesome. Love that.
Mm-hmm. And start paying it back.
What else? Dream big. What else outside of doing everything around your city, paying off school loans? What else do you see?
Well, doing more of what I'm going to be doing in December. Like, I'm going to Nicaragua for a medical mission, and being able to do that as many times as I want and not have to think twice about it.
Mm-hmm.
Go back, like, there was another trip I was going to take to Canada to see my family, but that kind of put the brakes on that. So really to open up all those possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's so much incredible training. Like, I want to do it all out here. So
I love that. More mission work, more traveling. Yes, I'm in. Let's go. Okay. Does everyone at least have something written down about their dreams? Raise your hand just so I know that everybody's got it started at least. Okay. So this is important. Drew, I'm not quite sure. Do you? Yes. Cool. So this is really important as we dive into this topic of belief, that we are letting ourselves dream. And then if we are dreaming, which is obvious that you show up to this, there's something you desire, then we often think how we'll get there are by only particular actions. But Erin will break down in a minute this like actual really cool model we've drawn out about how just focusing on the action isn't going to be the only thing that produces the result. And so I want to dive into this, and I'm going to share the part that I haven't shared a lot in this business, and I'm committed to actually sharing with you all and making it known on the team. But I want to read, who's seen the movie Doctor Strange? What? None of you? Okay, I'm not like...
Not even Elliot?
I'm not like a Marvel fanatic. I love them. But you guys, this movie is epic, and it has some of the most powerful messages, like super spiritual messages I've ever seen in a movie. I was like, this is Marvel? And I want to read you two quick interactions between someone that's in this movie, the Ancient One. Okay, so I want you to imagine in the room there's this woman. She's just got this posture of power, okay? She's got this posture of power, and she's talking to this man who came to her for healing. So he hurt his hands. He was a doctor, a neurosurgeon, and he's in pain, and he's talking to this Ancient One, okay? And so she says to him, after he's like, and he's this like kind of arrogant neurosurgeon, like everything is scientific, you know, I know how the body works. And the Ancient One says, you think you know how the world works. You think that this material universe is all there is. What is real? What mysteries lie beyond the reach of your senses? At the root of existence, mind and matter meet. Thoughts form reality. I want to say that again. Thoughts form reality. This universe is only one of an infinite number. Worlds without end, some benevolent and life-giving, others filled with malice and hunger. Dark places where powers older than time lie, ravenous and waiting. Who are you in this multiverse? And she says, Mr. Strange. But your names aren't Mr. Strange. So who are you in this vast universe? Eva, Kylie, Michael, Drew, who are you in this vast universe? And when we go into beliefs, the next line I want to read they're talking about, and they're on their spiritual journey in this movie, and there's these barriers that keep coming up, which you could look at our beliefs, any beliefs that come up for us in the way of our business. People don't want what I have, it's hard, whatever beliefs are there. The doctor is saying this to the ancient one, like, why are these, thoughts here? And she says, we never lose our demons. We only learn to live above them. And so I wanted to create, and if you guys, seriously, this movie is epic, okay? You want to see this Doctor Strange movie. And so what I want to share, and I'm committed to being more out loud about, is that how I view this business and how I build this business is very spiritual. I co-create with spirit in this business. It isn't just Jocelyn making this happen. And I found myself many times experiencing force or push, or this is hard, or why won't this person talk to me? And when I'm in that, I'm not co-creating with spirit. And spirit, and I'm not here to convince you of any beliefs that aren't yours. So try this on if this fits you or not. But what I'm committed to, like Myra said, a new way of doing business is co-creation. It is asking. And when you ask spirit will co-create with you. And I'm looking at my notes here. We ask for what we want to attract. So this is even in the 90-day game plan as to the type of qualities that you want to partner with. Here's two ways we could approach the business. We could go out into the day like, who's going to talk to me? Who will talk to me? Who? Instead of getting really, really clear on the values, the type of person that we want to partner with, and co-creating with spirit to attract those people in. And this, I'm like shaking sharing this because we don't talk a lot about this on the team. And I hope, raise your hand if this is okay that I'm going here. Okay, cool. Because this is what the world is ready for. We've had 100+ years of push hard, and it's just not the way the world is working anymore. And it doesn't feel good. And that's not how network marketing has to be. And so we can ask for what we want to attract. We can ask for the specific business partners that we want, the type of business that we want. I was talking to one of my friends / mentors today, and she's like, what is it that you want in your Isogenics business? And I said something, and she goes, dream bigger. And I was like, okay. And I said it. And she's then asked me, how do I believe that's going to happen? And anything I said that wasn't with spirit, she was like, no, it won't happen outside of you co-creating with spirit. And so we ask for what we want to attract. We will ask and we will receive that. And that's how Aaron and I have done everything, is ask and receive. And we're even expanding our ability to receive. That's the second portion, is you can ask, but then we have to receive, and we have to have the beliefs that match that. And many of us, in whether on this call or other people who might be frustrated, let's say the situation is this person won't respond. How are we dealing with that spiritually? Are we trying to be like, why aren't they responding? Are we asking spirit, what would you have me do in this situation? What would you have me say to this person? And after we've asked, we then surrender. And that's another quote that is in Mr. Strange or Dr. Strange, the movie, is the Ancient One talks to him about surrender, because he's like talking again. He's a neurosurgeon. He's like, I want to make this happen, make this happen, make this happen. And she says, you can't force a river. You can't force a river. You just have to surrender to it. And in 2017, you guys, there is so much momentum available. There is so much abundance available. And that's a belief I invite you to take on, is that abundance is literally flooding all around us. And all you have to do is receive it. All you have to do is say, I receive this. I invite this into my life. Surrendering. And that's a daily practice. And if you've never been exposed to that term surrender, we can talk more about that at another time. And then, so we've asked, we've surrendered, and we take inspired action. And so there's difference between just taking action, take action, force. I'll post just to post. Energetically, that doesn't work. Energetically, that doesn't work. Oh, I'll just message this person. Energetically, that doesn't work. They will feel it. So what energy are you bringing to that? I'm still shaking because I'm nervous sharing this, you guys. This is, for me, very scary to share with you guys that this is what I believe. And so there's a difference between just taking action and taking inspired action, which is in spirit. Inspired is to be in spirit. And so when you're approaching someone, do you believe that you are approaching them from the highest good? Energetically, if we aren't going into it with I'm approaching them from the highest good, of course it's not going to produce the result they want. I know that for myself, the first year, I held myself back a lot because I thought I was taking something from people. I thought I was trying to get them to do something, and that's not what we're here to do, guys. We have a gift that the world is praying for. People are sick right now. People are, I was messaging with someone today. She said no one in her life knows, but she's in extreme physical pain. She said she's been hiding it from everyone in her life. So people are praying for this. And we can take inspired action. The vibration that we take action matters. So how we, as stronger together, we are stronger together as a collaboration, and we're stronger together with spirit. Whether you want to say spirit, universe, God, divine, whatever word that is for you, we are stronger together with spirit. And with spirit, the vibration matters. How we take the energy we bring to any action matters. So what you do in the morning matters to get yourself into a place before your business. And I believe that this is the year for Stronger Together. I truly believe this is the year for our team to be on the map. Like Isogenics looks and goes, what is happening in this team? They are blowing up. We need to have them all on stage. Because you know what, guys? All of us are going to be creating this business with spirit. And spirit can do anything. There are no limits to what spirit can do. You want $1 million next year? You can have it with spirit. With spirit, not with ego. So inspired action, the vibration. What's the vibration you have throughout the day? The vibration I invite all of us to have is I am out to give. I am out to collaborate with people who want abundance. In today's world, people are hungry for freedom, like Michael said, for choice, for ease. People are hungry for that. They're searching for that, and we have that gift. And we can first build our business that way. And when we go to people to have a talk, to approach them about it, it can be from, I am here to serve you. I am here to give you a gift. So the beliefs I'm creating for myself and for what I believe about our team is it is our year. We have the best team. That's the other thing, the vibration of our Facebook group. We have the best team. We do, and we can build each other up. We can post inspiring things. If you aren't posting in the group, I wonder why. Why aren't you posting? What's the belief you have? Not like you should. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying why. What's the vibration that you're carrying? If you aren't posting or sharing or talking to your friends or family about it, what's the vibration that you have? What is it that you believe? And I'm going to have you share in a minute. And so I'll say lastly that our certainty of abundance is possible, our certainty that what we want can be co-created with spirit, that certainty that we are out to give a gift is critical. And anything that's incongruent is why our business is not growing the where we want it to. And that's what I'm confronting myself with right now, is what incongruencies do I have such that I know with spirit I could make $1 million next year as an expression of what's possible with abundance. What incongruency do I have? There's some out of alignment, and only you can do that work. But that's the good stuff about this. That's why I love network marketing, because you can do that inner work, and you can talk to spirit. What incongruency is there? Why do I feel weird about talking to people about this? Or why can't I bring up the business? Or that it's some incongruent belief. So I'm going to pause there and, hear, I'd love to hear whatever, because I'm shaking and I have no idea what you guys are thinking. So what are you guys hearing? Yes, Michael.
I mean, I don't really know how to put it into words exactly, but it just, for me, how it's landing with me is like, it's so in alignment with like what I've been feeling lately, and like where my mind has been with Isogenics, and just what the real opportunity is here. Like, we even have a text stream going on between just us guys to stay in communication with each other. And I was like, what is it that we're really sharing? Like, it's not just systems and products. Like, it's not even just a business. Like, it's an expression for people to just become whatever it is they really want to be in life. Like, that's what this really is. And even that is just me saying that. I don't really know what it is for them, So, I mean, spot on. And I love everything you said. I personally used to be weirded out when people would throw the word spirit around, and I'd be like, okay, like something that's crawling on your skin, like, get it off of me. But like, I'm surrendering to the conversation, and I'm surrendering to that being a part of this.
Thank you so much. And yeah, I didn't used to bring the spiritual conversation to business. I kept them separate, and that's just not the way it can work anymore. Like, it just can't. I mean, I see these marketing funnels all over the place, and I see all this strategy, and it's just ick, it's just not what the world is hungry for. So yeah, Elliot.
Like, it's so funny because me and Lindsay have been talking about this too, and I was just saying, like, even out there, like, you see all this protest and all this passion that's being uplifted out of people, and I think it's just, I actually see it like there is so much deep down passion that people want to express and have no avenue to express it in their lives. And the moment they see anything where they can like unleash what's been just pushed down by however long they've been on this earth, like, you just see it coming out. People want to be up to something. They want to be part of something bigger. And just think about the positive outlook and the soul food. Like, this is soul food. This is like, that's just the only way to express it for me. But like, you see them, like, this anger and all this emotion that's just flooding out. And it's because there's so much pent up passion that's just been suppressed for so long. Mm-hmm. And I just see that, and I get excited because I know that there's everyone out there has so much passion just inside them waiting to be unleashed. And that's what fires me up.
Yes. Love it. All right. Who else? What are you hearing? Or what are you present to? Or what are you feeling, thinking, taking away?
Jocelyn, I just have to say, I mean, you just totally nailed it. It really, I've been doing this for so long, and one of the things that, I was sick last week, and I just felt like I got the wind knocked out of my sails, and I just was kind of feeling blah, and I thought I have to reconnect with that. That's exactly what you were saying. I mean, this is what I was journaling about last night. This fire, the passion, what really lights me up, and come from that place rather than just, what I have to do. And I mean, this is so spot on for where we are in the world today, like Elliot was talking about. I don't know if you guys saw Peter Kelly's post, but that spoke to that too. And I really think it's all energy. It's all energy. And people just pick up on your energy, whether it's, through the phone, whether it's in a text, an email, a post on Facebook, and you got to spend the time, and if we can work together to elevate that energy, oh my God, what we're going to be capable of is just through the roof.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you for sharing what you'd been feeling the last little bit and now what you're reconnected to. That's awesome. And that's totally it, guys. It's our vibration. That's what people can pick up on. So I'd love to hear some examples if you're not quite yet to maybe the fired up part, or maybe you're like, I want to get there, but there's still this belief gap. Excuse me. What are some beliefs you have about yourself doing this that may be holding you back? This is the huddle. So this is where we get to come together and really talk about what we may be dealing with. So is anyone open to sharing what you're noticing as I go to take this action, but this belief stops me, or this thought, or anything like that? Yeah.
Hey, can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, and do you go by Rochelle or Rachel?
Rachel.
Okay.
Thanks. So this is my first time on the call, and I've only been using the products for about 2 months. But I've been eyeballing Isagenix for many, many, many months. Thank you. And I would have to say probably one of the biggest things that will hold me back a lot, and I've already said it a couple times since I kind of made the decision to hey, I want to share this with other people, is that I've done direct selling before and, was pretty successful and had a good feeling. I mean, I don't have a bad taste in my mouth or anything like that. It's just I know what it takes to be successful. And so it's almost like I kind of miss that where you're just kind of oblivious to what it really takes, and you're just flying blind and just flying by the seat of your pants. I kind of miss that because I kind of know, and that's would probably hold me back the most, is in believing in myself, is that I know it's I really don't want to deal with people canceling their phone conversations with me, and that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at right now as I get started. Mm-hmm. I really like the idea of keeping in my mind what you were talking about, just really shifting the focus on this and really making it about people feeling good rather than what's going to make me grow as in my business.
Yeah, and are you open, Rachel, to the idea that it actually won't take what you think it'll take?
Yeah, I mean, mainly because I'm massively impressed with how the structure works. So I agree with that, and I think so. It's just getting that momentum going and kind of getting through those first few people, and I have a couple people, but really building a couple more and a couple, what I mean? It's kind of I'm just getting started with that. So I think once I start seeing the ball rolling a little bit, things will start to change about how I feel, but I'd rather not feel that way. I don't want to be reactive,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Thank you for sharing, honestly, and for your first call sharing. Awesome.
I don't have a problem talking.
That's great. That will definitely serve you. And, thanks for being open to that. It may not have to look like what you think. And that's what we're really creating as a team, is that it doesn't have to look like that push that a lot of people think. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't require work, right? I talked about inspired action, but there's a difference between inspired action and just action. And if you're noticing people are canceling, I would look at, for myself, because I've done this, I've had those periods, and it's always energy. It always comes down to what Lisa said. There's some energetic incongruency. And that, may be more of like a one-on-one conversation to go into what that might be for people. But if you're noticing a trend, it is, I believe, and you can take on your own beliefs, it's something energetically is happening. And to really look there and to ask spirit to go to work with you. And we're all here for each other for that. I've had those periods, and I talk to mentors, and then I find it's some little thorn in the way. And then all of a sudden people are responding and, not canceling and not rescheduling. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else? Yeah, Myra.
Yeah. So I'm kind of picking up a little bit about what everyone's saying, and I feel like it all really resonates strongly with me. And for me, it definitely always comes back to reconnecting with spirit. And for me, that's really hard, because for me, I'm in this place in my life where it brings up a lot for me, especially when it comes to working through those times that don't necessarily feel like they're coming with ease, or looking at something as an opportunity to grow rather than it being something that's making, life more difficult for me. And so for me, it's always about reconnecting with spirit. And when I can do that, it's amazing what comes through me and what I become excited to share, and the energy that I really put out there. So that's really huge for me, because when I get away from that and I disconnect with spirit, and it becomes that push, that experience that's just doesn't come with ease, and then it's very challenging, and it does take facing some things, being willing to face some things about yourself or your beliefs. But when you can do that and reconnect with spirit and let spirit guide you in that, it's incredibly powerful what can happen. But it's also equally powerful how, what can happen when you disconnect.
Totally, Myra. So true. So true. I know what you mean. And I think we all know what we mean, no matter what we call our higher power, our higher self. I think we all know, and I forgot for about 10 years what life was like with that connection and without that connection. And this business, like I said, I truly believe this is the year for our team on the map, blown out. And how that's going to happen is co-creation with each other, building each other up. I mean, we have so much potential between all of us. And the thing is, we aren't all in this business alone. That's another belief I invite you to take on, is you aren't even in business on your own. You literally have all of us as teammates. We can be leveraging each other for 3-way calls, training, coaching. What do I do next with this person? We aren't in business all alone. We really aren't. We have this whole team. And there was something that came to mind about something Myra said that was so awesome. I think I'm so happy you guys are all vibing with this, because it was vulnerable for me to bring this up, because, a lot of people want to keep, business and spirit separate. And it's like, I believe it just isn't going to work that way anymore. And, I really invite spirit into this business. I invite flow. I ask and I will receive. And that's something for us to practice at our individual level, is asking what we ask for and what we receive. And so the homework, if I were to give you a tangible action to take from this, because I know it may be kind of like, I feel floaty or however, is I would have you, who knows very clearly their ideal business partners? Like, who can raise their hand and say, I have written down my ideal business partners? The qualities. Yeah? Okay. So very few people, right? And I bet you the people who come on, not only ourselves, but then the people that we bring on as our teammates and we're coaching them, if they don't have any clarity on their teammates, how will they co-create with Spirit to bring those people into your life? So clarity, what you're asking for, will make a huge difference. And so, sorry, I need to, what did you say?
There's a Zoom at 8.
Oh.
Just wrap this up.
Oh, okay. All right, so you're not doing your portion?
No.
You're pointing at something like I should know.
I'm just saying. Just
okay. So I guess there's another Zoom that we need to get on, so we need to end this. But I hope that this has been valuable for everyone, and that if you haven't yet connected your business to Spirit, to your higher power, I highly invite you to do that, to get clarity on what you're asking for, super clear. Money, and don't be ashamed of money. Money is good. It's an energy exchange. The impact you want to have, the type of qualities you want to partner with people, and daily ask and be ready to receive, and just say, I am open. I am open to receiving this $1 million this next year. Bring it. I am open to 10 people approaching me this week. I am open to 10 people opening their Facebook messages and being stoked that they have a message from me, because they are so pumped about what I have. So we need to wrap it up, everybody. I'm so sorry that we're ending. I feel like we could have talked for a while. But everyone have an amazing night. And if you ever want to talk more about this is my favorite kind of conversation. So I would love to talk to you. Have a great one, guys.
Awesome call, guys.
Good night.